was asked for a while ago, and I'm now going to get around to doing it, for better or worse. Is part of why I was playing a brawling game was to get some of the bloodlust out of my system before we played a game like this. I didn't make too many stupid decisions just because I wanted to fight something. Yeah, I figured you'd get excited about this. Don't get too excited. I make zero promises that this is going to go well at all.
Disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago was attacked and captured by Next Generation Special Forces, being led by members of Foxhound.
While these scenes are playing, I'm going to pull up a manual so I can remind myself of the controls a little better.
Demands are not met within 24 hours. They'll launch a nuclear weapon. You'll have two mission objectives. First, you're to rescue DARPA Chief Donald Anderson and the president of Armstech, Kenneth Baker. Both are being held as hostages. Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to make a nuclear strike, and stop them if they do.
What's the insertion method?
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
And then?
We'll
Okay,
launch
got a basic idea of what I'm doing.
After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim. High-Tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound. Your former unit, and one that I was a commander of.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mattis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, the beautiful and deadly sharpshooter. Decoy Octopus, master of disguise. Vulcan Raven, giant and shaman. And Revolver Ocelot, specialist in interrogation and a formidable gunfighter. And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound squad leader, Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake.
The man with the same codename as you. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As usual, this is a one-man infiltration mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP?
Yes, this is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
On the bright side, all the cutscenes and talking gives me plenty of time to do my bookkeeping while I wait for this. I'm just being realistic. Because I know how rough this game is. Because the thing is, it's not that it's a bad game. It's a very hard game to come to grips with the way it works. And the controls are definitely showing their age. Yeah, good joke.
Stay alert. He'll be through here. I know it. I'm going to swat down a couple of bombs.
situation, Snake?
Looks like the elevator in the back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface, but make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button.
What's a select
The codec's
button?
receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
Got it. Okay, I'm ready to go.
Okay, I know I need to crouch under that. I also know that there's a ration down here. I found that when I was testing this to make sure it was going to run properly the other day. Underneath here to get anywhere. I did not go very far in my testing. And this is what happens when I'm not paying attention where I'm fucking walking. Because they just start off with this immediately. And we're dead immediately. And get used to this happening, because as soon as I have even the slightest lapse of concentration, we're gonna be fucked. Just gonna tell you that right now. And this is what I was expecting when I was talking about that. Is literally, I need to take my eyes off that radar for a millisecond, and we're hosed.
I'm in danger.
That's literally all it's gonna take early on, is we have no real means of dealing with a problem. As well, the CQC works somewhat, it's finicky in this one. It gets a lot better in later games. And of course, their hearing is really, really good since they're special genetically modified soldiers. So if you step in water or do anything even slightly out of the ordinary, you're probably gonna piss somebody off. You're gonna turn, look that way. You're gonna come in here. See nothing. I'm not... God damn it. Of course he happened to turn that way. And the elevator ain't here right now. And you know what the sad part is? The sad part is I did this clean in testing. But I'm moving at a different pace, so their timing is completely different from when I did it that time. I'm just not gonna bother with that ration. It's not gonna help me anyway. I'm not gonna get injured. I'm only gonna get dead. So it doesn't matter. And I was getting buried in rations as the game progressed anyway. I do wish Snake knew how to walk in a crouch instead of immediately going for prone. But, you know. It's a PS1 game. You can't expect too much of it. I hate their pattern. I hate their pattern. It's such a pain in the ass. Because there's a perfect gap in here somewhere. There we go. This is the spot I needed them to be in.
Snake, there's an elevator there you can take up to the ground. You'll just have to wait for the elevator to come down. You'd better hide somewhere.
Aren't I supposed to activate the elevator before I hide? Or am I supposed to just wait? Guess I'm just waiting. Thing to note for those who haven't played it, by the way, I have to keep holding the direction that I held to get into this position, not the direction you'd think I need to hold, which would be toward a box from this angle. That fucked me up a few times. I'm pretty sure I was supposed to activate the elevator. I feel like we might just be standing here for all eternity. there we go. Here's my big issue with this these games in particular. There's a lot of situations where you absolutely have to wait, and I am incredibly impatient when I have nothing to do. And a lot of the time in the situations these games expect you to wait in, you cannot do anything or you fuck up everything. Later, stupid. This is my elevator now. See? Yeah, you know, very stealthy, leaving all that crap on the elevator so they can be like, oh yeah, somebody definitely came in wearing all of this shit. Because none of our guys came in with this crap. I guess it's about as stealthy as I'm going to be when I get up there. And mind you, even though I complain about the waiting, I have nothing against this series. I think it is a very good series. That is just the one part of it that genuinely annoys me sometimes. I need at least something to look at while I'm waiting, rather than watching guys walk around in circles. But more often than not, you don't have that.
It's Snake. I'm in front of the disposal facility.
Excellent, Snake. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
How's that sneaking suit working out?
I'm nice and dry, but it's a little hard to move.
Bear with it. It's designed to prevent hypothermia. This is Alaska, you know.
Take it easy, I'm grateful. If it weren't for your suit and your shot, I would have turned into a popsicle out there.
An anti-freezing peptide, Snake. All of the genome soldiers in this exercise are using it.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Already tested, huh? By the way, how's the diversionary operation going?
Two F-16s just took off from Galena and are headed your way.
I do appreciate that they explain why some of this is what it is, even if some of the explanations are questionable.
Behind D. Colonel, what's a Russian gunship doing here?
I have no idea, but it looks like our little diversion got their attention. Now's your best chance to slip in unnoticed.
Yes, when they're on alert because they're under attack is a great time to sneak in. Which, that's actually sometimes true.
There are only 18 hours left until their deadline. You've got to hurry.
Wow, you must be crazy to fly a hind in this kind of weather.
Who's that?
Oh, sorry. I haven't introduced you to yet. This is Mei Ling. She was assigned to us as our visual and data processing specialist. She designed your codec, as well as your Soliton radar system. Contact her if you have any questions about either of them.
Nice to meet you, Snake. It's an honor to speak to a living legend like yourself. What's wrong?
Nothing. I just didn't expect a world-class designer of military technology to be so cute.
You're just flattering me.
No, I'm serious. Well, I know I won't be bored for the next 18 hours.
Come on. I can't believe I'm being hit on by the famous Solid Snake. But I'm surprised. You're very frank for a trained killer.
Looks like we both have a lot to learn about each other.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to learning about the man behind the legend. But first, let me explain about your Soliton radar system. The The bright dot in the middle is you, Snake. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision.
Be careful, Snake.
Yep, all those things
P1
that somebody
soldiers
with
have
2 brain
highly
cells could
developed
figure
senses
out
of
looking
hearing
at
and
it,
vision
yes.
due to their gene therapy. Make sure you don't let them see you.
First, I want you to infiltrate the disposal site and look for the DARPA chief.
The DARPA chief was injected with the same GPS transmitting nanomachines as you.
He should appear on your radar as a green dot.
Get whatever information you can from him about the terrorists. If he's alive, that is.
Snake, your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it.
Yes, it gets jammed easily, I'm afraid.
Yes, it's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful.
We'll be monitoring your movements by radar, so contact us by codec anytime you want.
Got it. I'll call if I'm feeling lonely.
Seriously, Snake, we're here to back you up, so call if you need some information or advice.
I'm also in charge of your mission data. Contact me if you want me to record your current status. My frequency is 140.96. It's a dedicated frequency for saving data. Don't forget it.
Remember, except for your binoculars, you're naked. You need to arm yourself with whatever weapons you can find.
I remember. First, I'm strip searched by Dr. Naomi here, and then all my weapons are taken away. Imagine yourself put in that position.
Well, if you make it back in one piece, maybe I'll let you do a strip search on me.
I'll hold you to that, Doctor. By the way, sorry to disappoint you, but I did manage to smuggle out my smokes.
How did you do that?
In my stomach. Thanks to the shot you gave me that suppressed my stomach acids.
Cigarettes? How are those going to help you?
You never know.
If you want to get in, there's the front door. It's the fastest way, but there's too much...
For reference, I'm not
spotted
controlling
by the
anything
enemy.
right now.
I can't just knock on the door and ask them to let me in.
Why
There's one
not?
sentry on the left and one on the right. They're armed with 5.56ers and pineapples.
What about the air duct near the door? There should also be a duct on the second floor.
I can't see it from here.
I'll let you decide the best COA. I'm counting on you, Snake.
Really shouldn't be trusting me to make choices on that. It's gonna end poorly. Now, do I want what's sitting up there? And I kind of want to get over there, because I know what's over there, and I want what's over there. Getting past these lights kind of is a pain. Especially when they don't move when I expect them to move. God damn it, game. Don't you just love it when it defies its timing? It's like, oh hey, it moved at this time 3 times in a row. Is it gonna do it the 4th time? Nope. Come on. Over here, if I don't get caught by this guy, something we're gonna want. Don't mind me. Just cargo. Everything's fine. Is in here is a pistol. Not gonna use it right now, because it doesn't have a silencer that I could find. There might be one, I just don't have it yet. I don't know. But needless to say, it is currently not helpful. It's just gonna get me in trouble. And there's a bunch of grenades and shit scattered around this part of the game as well. I'm not gonna worry about them right now. Because yet again, using them is just gonna get me in trouble. I'll show you guys how I got in here. Oh wait, this guy's not here this time.
Surveillance camera?
So when I got in here in testing, there was a guy standing here sleeping.
That base must have some kind of ventilation system to recirculate the air. There should be air ducts around there somewhere.
I mean, like the one I'm staring
It
at.
must need a lot of power to run the base. There's probably a diesel generator somewhere. And since generating electricity requires oxygen, there must be exhaust openings for that too. You're not gonna believe this, but they shot down the F-16s we were using as a diversion with a Hind D. Then we got a message from Liquid. He said if we try something like that again, he'll launch the nuke. Snake, hurry up and get in there. That Hind will be coming back soon.
I'll be in there when you're done talking. But no, there was a guy standing here sleeping, and thanks, game. Thanks for ruining everything I was trying to do there. Mind you, I got in there clean when there was a guy standing on the vent. I literally went right past his leg and in testing. And yet this time I somehow touched the corner enough that Snake was an idiot and lifted himself up into camera range instead. Gotta love how that works, don't you? But that's why I was saying not to worry about the rations. Because I knew we were gonna find more. Got a guy wandering around over here. And we've got some kind of vehicle there. Might not actually be a tank, but it looks kind of like a tank. These air vents look surprisingly good for a PS1 game, but then again, it is just gray textures on the walls. Oh no, I've alerted the rats.
Snake, this is McDonald Miller. It's been a long time.
Master, what are you doing here?
I quit being a drill instructor, so I moved out here for some peace and quiet. I'm in retirement, just like you. Once in a while, I still help train the Alaskan Scouts.
Passing on the skills to a new generation, huh?
Campbell told me about the situation here. I thought I might be of some use.
There's no one I'd rather have in a foxhole than you.
Well, I know lots about survival in a harsh environment. I've lived in Alaska longer than you, so call me if you have any questions about the flora or fauna out here. My frequency is 141.80. Those mice are Alaskan field mice. Don't worry, they can't hurt you. Wild field mice don't have a thick layer of fat, but they can still survive the bitter winters here without hibernating. They dig tunnels under the snow. That's where they stay warm.
Or, you know, they
Survival
live in
skills, huh?
ventilation
I should learn
ducts.
from them.
But there's a dark side too. Sometimes the males will kill and eat offspring that's not their own.
To ensure the survival of their own genes, right?
Yeah, pretty brilliant program, huh? If there are mice, that means there must be an exit somewhere. Follow the mice.
I do really feel like they do a bit too much talking here at the beginning as well. Especially about things like the following the mice and all that. It really doesn't need that much explanation. And it interrupts the flow of the game a lot. But all of these are like that at the beginning. There's a lot of you don't get to actually have control of what's happening for a while. Now the mice are going that way. I want to take another look at this room. And that's why, because we're getting spat out in this room. And you'll notice our radar's gone. Get your ankles. Arr, arr. Okay, you better run. Okay, he's leaving. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Not now. Busy. Talk later. Okay, what do you want now?
Use the elevator to change floors. There should
No,
be
I thought I was gonna use the
down
stairs.
somewhere around there. Try to find it.
Like, this is what I'm talking about. There's a little bit too much of this happening early on, where they just call you about random minutia for no apparent reason. And maybe it's just me, but it kind of drives me up a wall when they are constantly interrupting me to call me about random shit. But I don't know when they're going to call me about something important, so I end up picking up the phone every time. It's like real life with all the spam callers and such. You're stuck dealing with all of that just in case there's an actual useful call coming in. And all you end up hearing is hearing about your car's extended warranty 30 times a day. There's an item over there. Now, I can open that elevator, but I need Mr. Clown Shoes over here to get the hell out of the way. Nobody be suspicious about the elevator activating. Wrong side. Oh, come on, game. Game, please. So guess who hit the wrong button? There we go. I had to wait for the game to let me touch the elevator again. That almost went really poorly because everything is circle button for confirmation in this game. Because Japanese.
Look at the radar. It's picking up the DARPA chief. He's the green dot. Hurry and rescue him.
And while I'm going to be complaining a bunch, understand, like, as I said, I don't have anything against this game, but there is a bit to complain about. Swear to God.
Snake, if you want to go up or down a ladder, just press the action button by the ladder.
If you want to use a ladder, grab the ladder. Once more in Ratland. Just where I could look down. There we go. Man on toilet.
Kinda damn cold. I hate Alaska. Boy, oh boy, that woman is built all right.
Okay, that taught us a lot. Except it didn't. But this one. Chair. I've learned that there's a chair. I think there's a man standing next to the chair, but I can't get the camera to look at him. Slow ride. Take it easy.
Is that a woman?
The DARPA chief's signal is coming from somewhere in that area. Isn't there some place to drop down? Take a look around in first-person view mode.
Would you rather be down here? I swear. Constant micromanagement.
Who's that?
Just your friendly neighborhood vent man, don't mind me.
I'm here to save you. You're the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, right?
You here to save me, huh? What's your outfit?
I'm the pawn they sent here to save your worthless butt.
Really? It's true.
D plus diplomacy there, Snake.
You don't look like one of them. In that case, hurry up and get me out of here.
Slow down. Don't worry. First, I want some information about the terrorists.
The terrorists?
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuke?
What are you talking about?
The terrorists are threatening the White House. They say if they don't accede to their demands, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Sweet Jesus.
Is it possible?
It's possible. They could launch a nuke.
How do they plan to launch? I thought this place was just for keeping the dismantled warheads. They
Let's
shouldn't
have a
access to
loud
these.
conversation in these
I'm
prison
about to tell you
cells.
It's classified information. Okay? We were conducting exercises with a new type of experimental weapon. A weapon that will change the world.
What?
A weapon with the ability to launch a nuclear attack from any place on the face of the Earth. A nuclear-equipped walking battle tank.
Metal Gear. It can't be.
You knew? Metal Gear is one of the most secret black projects. How did you know that?
We've had a couple of run-ins in the past. So that's the reason you were here at this disposal site?
Why else would I come to a godforsaken place like this?
I had heard the Metal Gear project was scrapped.
On the contrary, it's grown into a huge joint project between ArmsTech and ourselves. We were going to use this exercise as raw data and then proceed to mass production.
To answer your question, no.
If it hadn't been for the revolution,
Revolution?
Rex has fallen into the hands of terrorists.
Rex.
Metal Gear Rex. The code name for the new Metal Gear prototype. They're probably already finished arming the warhead they plan to use with Rex. These guys are pros. They're all experienced in handling and equipping weapons.
Hey! Shut up in there, will ya?
Don't question the two voices you're hearing in here at all. The old man's just talking to himself.
But I thought that all nuclear warheads were equipped with safety measures. Some kind of detonation code that you have to input.
Oh, you mean PAL? Yes, of course, there is a PAL. It's set up so that you need to input 2 different passwords in order to launch the device.
There are 2 passwords?
Yes, Baker knows one, and I know one.
Baker, the president of ArmsTech.
That's right. Each of us needs to input our password, or there can be no launch. But they found out my password.
You talked?
Psycho Mantis can read people's minds. You can't resist.
Psycho Mantis?
One of the members of Foxhound. He has psychic powers.
This is bad.
It's just a matter of time before they get Baker's too.
If they find out Baker's password...
Yes, they'll be able to launch a nuke anytime. But there is a way to stop the launch.
What?
The card keys.
Card keys?
They were designed by ArmsTech, the system developers, as an emergency override. Even without the passwords, you can just insert the card keys and engage the safety lock.
And if I do that?
Yes. You can stop the launch.
That card key.
So where are the keys?
Baker should have them. Listen, you need 3 card keys. There are 3 different slots to put them in. You need to insert a card into each one of them.
Okay, 3 card keys. Do you know where they might be keeping Baker?
Somewhere in the 2nd floor basement.
2nd floor basement?
I heard the guards say they moved him to an area that has a lot of electronic jamming.
Any other clues?
Yes, they cemented over the entrances, but didn't have enough time to paint them. Why don't you look for the areas where the walls are a different color? Here, take this. It's my ID card. It'll open any level 1 security door. It's called a PAN card. It works together with your body's own electrical field.
Personal area network, huh?
Why do you only have level 1
Transmits
clearance?
results in your body as the transmission medium. As you approach the door's security devices, they'll read the data stored in the card.
And the doors will open automatically. Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
You haven't heard any other way to disarm the PAL, have you? From your bosses or anyone?
No.
Are you sure you haven't heard anything?
I just said no.
So does the White House plan to give in to the terrorists' demands?
That's their problem. It has nothing to do with my orders.
But what about the Pentagon?
Pentagon? What is it?
Hey, what happened?
And, you know, do all this banging on top of the screaming, and that's clearly not gonna alert guards or cause problems or anything, no.
Dead.
Naomi, the chief. What happened?
I don't know. It looked like a heart attack, but
A heart attack? No,
Colonel, are you hiding something from me?
absolutely not. Snake, you've got to understand. This op is security level red. You need the highest security clearance to get access to the complete file.
You want me to believe that you're in charge of this op, but you don't have complete access to the file?
I told you, the Secretary of Defense is in operational control. I'm just here as your support. Snake, we don't have time to debate. Get out of there and find President Baker.
What he's trying to say is he's here as middle management. But to answer your question, Magus, no, I've never beaten this. I think I've gotten maybe a third of the way through this once upon a time, and then I got distracted by other things. I know a decent amount about the game, but I don't know a lot. And I'm going to be playing a lot of this by ear as I go. So don't be surprised if a lot of things have to be retried many times. Well, sounds like there's a doings transpiring out there. We should probably go get involved. Yep. There's blessings and curses to redoing games for the first time, or in general doing games for the first time.
Don't move! So you killed the chief, you bastard! Liquid? No, you're not. Don't move!
Is this the first time you ever pointed a gun at a person? Your hands are shaking. shoot me, rookie.
Careful. I'm no rookie.
Liar.
You're
That
acting like a
nervous
rookie.
glance, that scared look in your eyes. They're rookie's eyes if I ever saw them. You've never shot a person, am I right?
You talk too much.
You haven't even taken the safety off, rookie.
I told you I'm no rookie.
You're not one of them, are you?
Open that door. You've got a card, don't you?
Why?
So we can get the hell out of here.
Looks like we'll be a little delayed.
What are you doing? Don't think. Shoot!
And this is one of those moments where I might have some problems. No, I got through it just fine this time.
What are you waiting for? Shoot!
Don't talk to me like a rookie.
I'm telling you, shoot!
Last time I had some trouble getting the gun to actually fire properly. So, I died in this sequence in testing. It also doesn't help that I kind of expected her to do more in this sequence. But he's right. She's pretty green about the whole shooting people thing. Reload the gun, you idiot! So that's interesting. He reloaded fine a moment ago, and then did not reload the second time for reasons. Even though the gun had ammo left. Like, I suspect that I misunderstood how to reload. This scan of the manual is kind of small, so bear with me when I have to lean all the way over here to be able to read any of it. Of course it's not in this part. It's gotta be in a completely different part about guns and things, because, you know, why put it in the spot that makes sense? Ah, okay. That's how you reload gun. Got it. I think. Let me out. Let me out. Thank you. And we're just gonna skip this time since we saw it already. Really wish I could tell when these guys were dying.
Don't talk to me like a rookie.
Well,
Telling you, shoot!
stop acting like a rookie and we'll stop talking to you like a rookie. I think I misunderstood the menu a little bit, and that's why I had a problem about the reloading. Gonna heal. Done. Oh, that's just rude. Gotta love how she's just completely unaffected by the explosive grenade going off at her feet. Yet I am as far in the corner as I can get, and I do a backflip because of the grenade going off. Hooray for tedium, having to do this 30 times before the game decides to play nice. I'm assuming I'm supposed to fight them in this sequence, and I'm not allowed to just run off, considering I couldn't leave that screen. It also does not help when Snake stops aiming at the guy I'm trying to shoot.
Don't talk to me like a rookie.
Because I know he's not dead yet. And Snake's being an idiot and assuming he's dead when he recoils. And once again, the game has ignored my input, making this more complicated than it needs to be, because I hit the shoulder button to go for the ration right before I got shot, but apparently I was still in the middle of doing something at that point, I guess? According to the game. Let me out, let me out, let me out. And there's the fact that this whole sequence doesn't checkpoint you when the sequence starts. It checkpoints you back here. Also doesn't make a lot of sense. So you have to go through that whole waiting section again. Game, please.
What are you waiting for? Shoot!
Don't talk to me like a rookie.
I'm telling you, shoot!
Oh, and I can't shoot while ducking. Very good. I mean, on the bright side, they give me rations. So I'll credit them for that. They at least have the decency to supply me for this nonsense. Maybe I just go up here to not blow up? Yeah, I go up here to not blow up. Okay. Don't get me wrong, I'm wasting ammo like a son of a bitch with the spamming I'm doing. But I don't know how many rounds they take, and I wasn't getting a good read on it because of the speed the situation was happening at. And the speed we die, I didn't want to fuck around with it.
Wait! Who are you? You fool! You've killed him!
I'm sorry, sir.
His mental shielding was very strong. I could not dive into his mind. Now we'll never get that detonation code. Boss, I have a good idea. Good girl. Just like that.
Uh-huh.
Naomi, I just had some kind of hallucination. Is it from the nanomachines?
No, Snake. The nanomachines are functioning properly.
So what was it?
It must have been psychometric interference coming from Psycho Mantis, Foxhound's psychic. Think of it as a mental feedback loop.
So that was Mantis.
Okay, we have control of ourselves again. This is the vent we came in from. Presumably there'd be no benefit to taking that elevator. I don't think I can use this door. No, that's too high a level. We're gonna have to use the elevator. She has already, of course, vacated said elevator. Yep. Only way to go down is down, I guess. Okay. It's around, but nobody's home. Oh, of course. Let's just put pitfall traps in our facility. That makes so much sense. Assume that door is too high for me. That one looks like I can do it. Aren't these supposed to do automatically? Ah, I have to have it equipped. Okay. Okay. You have my attention. I have received explosives. I find it very suspicious that there's nobody on this floor. Where the hell is everybody? Said we should probably save.
You caught Snake?
Just when in doubt, save religiously so
Snake
things don't
remembered what the
backfire.
dog said. The graveyards are full of indispensable men. Snake, you're all alone and surrounded by bad guys. Try to be careful and avoid getting into a fight whenever you can.
You're right. Wow, you know all sorts of great quotes, don't you?
Well, both my parents are from Guangdong, China, but I was born and raised in America. I've always liked reading literature from both sides. Kinda keeps me in touch. I'll share some more quotes with you if you like.
I'm looking forward to it. But to tell you the truth, I'd like to learn more about you.
Well, I'll think about it.
Snake just doesn't know when to quit. Okay, we can't go that way either. We can go this way. Aids. Okay. There must be somewhere on a different floor we're meant to be then. Can't go anywhere here. It's also kind of funny how it went from super handholdy to, oh yeah, you'll figure it out. Oh, just suddenly there. Guess let's go back to floor 1, because there's nothing on B2 or B1 for us. Of course, you know, there's all these problems here. I don't want the elevator game. I just wanted to be against the wall. If I could look at where they're going. Of course, it would also help immensely if, you know, the radar worked when we were underneath something. But, you know, you don't need that, right? No, you don't need that at all. It's totally not the most useful thing Snake has or anything. For keeping track of where all of the random wandering guards are. He might see me standing here. I don't really have any other choices at this point, though. Oh, you know who's going to see me? That guy. No? Oh, you guys are just blind. Okay. You know what? Fair play. I kind of want to actually go back through the vents somewhat. There's a part of me that wants to go back through there, but I think that might be a bad idea. Aha! This opens. Okay. Sleeping guy. And I don't have a silencer for my gun, so I can't just shoot him. Let's see if I can do this right. There we go. Down you go. What? I'd love to know how that actually works. Because apparently that's not how that works at all. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the expectation when you choke somebody out and they hit the ground is that they would stay down. So I must have done something wrong, but I don't know what. mind me. I don't exist. Ah. I need to mash the button. Okay. I was holding the button. There we go. No more neck for you. You lost your neck privileges for being a pain in my ass. Now, how do I equip my silencer? Ah, it just has the silencer on it. Excellent. Get the feeling we're going to be seeing a lot of use of that going forward. Yes, Snake. Clearly I wanted you to go around that corner, you goddamn dingus. Nobody questioned the fact that this door's open. It's fine. Nothing is wrong here. These are not the droids you were looking for. Hi. Don't mind me. Apparently these guys don't hear nearly as well as the Gene soldiers do. I can just kind of follow him around. You know what? Fuck you. The game will rue the day that I learned to snap people's necks. This is for all of my time you wasted. What? That is not what I indicated, game. Kick his ass. You're going to waste more of my time now. So, I would love to know why it decided throwing him was a better idea than what I indicated with my buttons. I'm going to assume that there's a very specific timing to the choking versus the throwing, and it's gonna be a pain in my ass. Oh, I think I understand. I think I understand where it went wrong, and I'm mad about it. Which means, once again, this man loses his neck privileges. So, what I think is wrong is I need to not be moving at all in order to grab them versus throwing them. Because it wants to be picky. Well, I know I can drag them while choking them. It's a matter of if I have it pressed before the choking starts. And then things like that sometimes happen, where it just decided I'm not allowed to choke him. It let go. I didn't have any input on that happening. It just suddenly bounced him out of my hands without me doing anything. I'm gonna guess it's because I, like, bumped the crate or something, and that sent him flying for reasons. Snake just has a goddamn handful of butter. Of course, nobody hears the noise for some reason. Yeah, look at that. Once again, I lose my grip on him. Jesus Christ, Snake, why are you the worst? Literally point gun at man. What does he do? Do not react to input and shoot floor after man stands up. Fuck's sake. This is such a comedy of errors. A lot of the time, not because of incorrect decision, more incorrect input or game misinterpreting input. Oh my god. My best guess is I mashed too early, and that's what made him break out. Yep, that's the issue. Okay. It's real finicky. But at least we're getting a handle on it. Best to get a handle on it now when there's only weak and a handful of guards, as opposed to when there's enough guards that I'll die instantly if I make a mistake like that. Spirit of Vengeance is after you. I get you. And you know, don't mind the fact that I'm choking the air half the time. It totally is working. Snake's a Jedi, didn't you know? Don't adhere to the wall, you moron. Aha! The ultimate defense, the box. Oh my god, Snake. Ah! The wall press is a blessing and a curse. Mostly a curse. Mind you, I say that about every Metal Gear game as well. I have gotten caught by the wall press in every single Metal Gear game that has it. Which is to say, basically all of them. Okay. Where do I find a level 2 card? Might be able to climb this ladder as well. I'm assuming this is where you would come in from the second floor vents, but maybe this leads somewhere as well. It's really thinking about it. There we go. Now watch as I somehow spit myself out in front of a bunch of guards because I did this, and I'm just gonna be sad. That's a room. Even the slightest input is making him just look at the floor, so I'm just gonna give up trying to look through these. Other than horizontal. No, I don't have options on this screen. No, I don't want to talk to you. Yep, that sure is a room. Oh yeah, that's the room I killed everybody in. Neat. Yep, that looks like outside to me. This is about to be a problem. Snake, why when I indicate backward, do you decide forward is a better idea? You know, I was just about to say there's nobody up here for some reason, and then, of course, there's suddenly somebody up here. Nothing bad happened. Well, this is gonna be a waste of my ammo, isn't it? I should leave. Leaving is a good idea. Come on. You know, Snake, if you didn't get caught on everything in God's green earth, you would have made it into that vent. Some super soldier spy you are, getting caught on every random object in the universe when I give you the direction to go into a thing. It's almost like if you knew how to crouch walk, you'd get there today. No, he seems to be hard against bending his knees. I'm getting the distinct impression that this entire misadventure in the vent might have been a waste of my time. Not sure where I'm getting that idea from. Exactly. And he only fits where the game decides he fits, nowhere else. It's another ration. God damn it. So many rations. But they don't help because I just die in 2 hits, regardless of how much heal. Because you're not meant to be getting caught in the first place. Yeah, that entire adventure in the vents was pointless. Aside from it gained us bullets that I promptly then spent trying to get out of the situation that finding those bullets got me into. And apparently it respawned the guards. So that's good. At least I've got more necks to snap to vent my frustration on. Except it might just lead to new frustration. Especially since I have no fucking idea where I'm going. Because we were told where we need to go, but I need to get a different card than what I've got to get there, from what I can tell. I must have missed a door somewhere. Of course you turned that way this time, huh? You just happened to rotate differently this time. Fuck you, you'll never catch me, forget about it. Gotta get your cardio in to catch me. I am too fast. And I'm certainly too furious. Can't believe that worked. I'm also not sure why they didn't just stop and shoot me instead of trying to chase me. It's like these guards are children playing tag. They have to touch you. guess let's go back to B1 and make sure I didn't miss a door somewhere in there. So I have the distinct impression that I was blind about something somewhere. Oh, there's bullets here. Full on bullets. Anything here I can fuck with? Nope, just bullets everywhere. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing on this floor. Like, I have to assume I'm missing a keycard or a door somewhere. And we only have so many places to be. There must be something else on this floor. They did tell me to look for somewhere that looks different from the rest of the walls, and I knew that, but I wasn't sure if that was relevant to this room or not, but I have to assume it is at this point. And the C4 we got is, of course, for breaking that wall open when we find it. Given this white stripe, I would assume there's going to be a wall that's missing that stripe. Don't mind the fact that these are jiggling. It's probably fine. They made jello walls. It's okay. Maybe it isn't this room. They mentioned the second floor, and they mentioned a wall that wasn't painted. But all of these are painted. Aside from there's one with a gap in the paint over here. There's this one missing spot here, but that could just be damage to the wall. Of course, there's also the fuck you hole. Maybe I'm meant to fall in there. Can I look down it without falling in it? Nope, I can't really get a good look down there. The last thing I need is to try that and go, wee, dead. I mean, worst case, let's find out what that does, I guess. Yep, as expected, that's death.
What's wrong? Snake! Snake!
There was a 50-50 between that being death and that actually leading somewhere. Even if it was a bad somewhere. Well, worst case, if the explosives fail me with this wall, I can always just throw myself down the hole to get my explosives back. Bingo! Not progress, but, hooray, I found things? Huh. Okay. Well, they did say entrances, so there must be other ones that are out of place. Is it fucked up looking ones? Maybe. Yep, that one worked too. Ah, good, I get my C4 back. Oh, you bastards. Filling these with fucking trapdoors too, huh? Okay. I see how it is. So that one's a lie. Okay. How about this one? Right then. Take me, glorious death pit. Whee! that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you get your explosives back for free. So we know this one is real. As I blow myself up standing too close to it. We've got rations laying around everywhere, so it doesn't matter. Get stun grenades. We already have the chaff grenades. Bomb this one. So we're looking for the obvious circular hole in them, is what this ends up meaning. Is looking at it closer, those holes are very obvious. There still has to be an actual, like, progress entrance somewhere around. Like that one. So yeah, the only problem we had is I didn't realize this was the room I needed to use the C4 in. Because there's plenty of cases where you'll get something and it'll be used somewhere else rather than used in the same room you found it in. Looks like we blast through here as well. Hopefully that works. I did not mean to set another one. So, guess who hit a button and immediately realized before the bomb went off that that was a bad idea, but had already hit the button. So in that split second, it was already over. His brain went, oh yeah, just hit circle to pick it back up, as that's the interact button. Ignoring the fact that that's also the detonate button. Because I was assuming that it wouldn't let me detonate it without the C4 selected. Turns out, no, it don't care. You want to blow yourself up like a jackass? Go for it. Metal Gear don't care. You want to go boom? Have fun going boom. Well, this looks like a problem.
Am I too late?
There appears to be bombs everywhere in here.
He's alive. You're the arms tech president.
Not for
Kenneth
long.
Baker, right? Don't worry. I'm here to save you.
No, don't touch it.
C4.
Oh, you only just now noticed that? Where's moves like this when I'm able to control Snake?
Right. Touch that wire, and the C4 will blow up along with the old man. So you're the one that the boss keeps talking about.
And you?
Special Operations Foxhound. Revolver Ocelot.
You've got a nice coat, Ocelot, but you waste a lot of time spinning that gun.
Waiting for you, Solid Snake. Now we'll see if the man can live up to the legend. This is the greatest handgun ever made. The Colt Single Action Army. 6 bullets, more than enough to kill anything that moves. Now I'll show you why they call me Revolver. Draw!
Okay. So basically, I wait till he burns his shots.
I understand the bullets you see. I make them go where I want.
Oh yeah, you bounce your bullets. As you understand angles. wasn't letting me switch until I got shot for some reason. Don't mind me, I just shot the old man by accident. Everything's fine. Tagged him a couple times.
Don't you want to settle this?
I'll settle it in due time. I'm betting I can catch up to him enough to punch him, too. I might have to at the rate that... I have an idea. Except the game's not... There we go. The game's not letting me... Ah! I understand the problem. I can't switch while he's talking.
But you...
Run from me, Ocelot. Run! Run! Boom! Yeah, I knew it was gonna blow Baker up too, but I had to. I couldn't resist. I could not resist the temptation. It was too funny. I could not do it. And that's why I did it nice and early in the fight, to get it out of my system before I ruined everything. Okay, so we've got a couple options here. Stun grenade might work on him, but I have a fear that the stun grenade will somehow set off the C4 as well. The frag grenade will absolutely set the C4 off. That leaves me shooting him and punching him. I'm gonna try to punch him, just mostly because it'll be really funny. Because I think if I catch him while he's reloading just right, I think I can run up and punch him.
Am I too late?
And that'll save ammo.
Hiding won't help you.
Yeah, he also gets stuck on the corners a little bit.
I make him go where I want. Hiding won't help you.
You missed me. Ow, you figured it out. He's adapting.
I love to reload during a battle.
There's nothing like the feeling of slamming a long silver bullet into a well-greased chamber.
Ocelot, I feel like that could be taken out of context.
Let's go.
Yep. Keep missing me. Never gonna kill me if you can't hit me. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
You better hurry up. The old man's not gonna last too long.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna do it.
Don't you want to settle this?
I'm trying to, but you keep running. Get back here. Whoop your old ass. I'm getting the feeling I can't catch him. Or I need to think of something better than just chasing after him constantly. Because I had a second there where I could have almost got him.
But to you, it'll be the smell of your own death. Hiding won't help you. Wait a minute.
Oh, I can't aim in first person in this one, huh? Okay. I know some of the later ones let you actually shoot first person. This one, not so much. I've got to rely on the game's aiming system. Yeah, because this is not actually a hard fight. I was just fucking around trying to mess with him. There is no waiting in battle. This is why your weapon's inefficient. I got plenty more where that came from. Don't tell him that I don't actually have more where that came from. I need that bullet box. That's right there. Got it. Ah! Of course, to not set off the bomb, I had to fucking fiddle-faddle to get to the stupid thing. Literally the only issue with this game, with this particular fight rather, is the fact that this aiming system's a bit questionable. But you know, that's a first game issue. I'm willing to accept the fact that the ammo is a little odd. Especially when the laser sight was on Ocelot's face and somehow he did not get shot when I heard the gun go off. So that was interesting. I gotta not pick up those bullets till I've actually spent enough of them. I'm also not sure why I can only carry 25 bullets.
I love to reload during a battle. There's nothing like the feeling of slamming a long silver bullet into a well-greased chamber. All right, alive. Let's go.
Because the thing is, I could hold the aim a little better, but the problem is, by the time I aim even slightly, Ocelot's already around the next corner half the time.
Don't you want to settle this?
Playing peekaboo with an old man. God damn it. You're fully loaded. Come on, fight me. Yes, game. Clearly I wanted to shoot the shit out of that wall, even though I pointed the stick at Ocelot. Yes. Clearly that was the choice I wanted to make. Let me re-equip my gun.
But to you, it'll be the smell of your own death.
For fuck's sake, Snake. Shoot what I'm pointing at! Even when I take my time and make sure the laser sight's on him, half the time the shots don't connect, and I don't know why. And now I'm out of bullets because the game is being a fuckwit about it. Well, I either need to somehow catch up to him to punch... Wait, nope. There are bullets in this corner still. I thought I picked those up by accident earlier. Yes, I wanted to take cover on that... Oh, for fuck's sake, game. Why, in any reality, would I want to target Baker? Why would you auto-target Snap to the guy I'm trying to rescue? Why? Like, don't get me wrong, I'm annoyed at this situation enough that I would want to shoot him. But I also don't want to have to keep doing this. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, these bullets respawn. Good. That's the only saving grace this situation has right now, because this was getting real stupid. No. Or... why did it choose that moment to take my input directly instead of letting the auto-target override my input? It can't make up its mind whether it wants to take my input or ignore it. And it's driving me up the wall a bit here. Because literally Ocelot would have been dead already if the game would just play ball. Jesus Christ.
You're pretty good. Just what I'd expect from the man with the same code as the boss. It's been a long time since I had such a good fight, but I'm just getting warmed up. What? My hand!
Well, hope you didn't need that.
Stealth camouflage. Can't you even die right? You were lucky. We'll meet again.
he didn't die from all of those explosions right on top of him.
Exoskeleton.
Seems to be going great for him. Well, that happened.
Can you talk?
Who are you?
I'm not one of them. The DARPA chief told me he gave them his detonation code. What about yours?
Oh, I get it. Jim sent you. You're from the Pentagon.
Answer my question. What about your code? There's no time.
I talked.
What? Now the terrorists have both codes and can launch any time.
Yup.
It's not like I didn't fight. I managed to resist Psycho Mantis's mind probe.
He couldn't read you? How'd you do it?
Surgical implants in my brain.
Surgical implants?
Kind of like a psychic insulation. Everyone who knows these top secret codes has it.
Even the DARPA chief?
Of course.
But the DARPA chief said Mantis got his code by reading his mind.
Are you sure you heard him right?
Yeah, I'm sure. In that case, how did they get your code?
I never had any training on how to resist torture.
It looks like he had some fun with you, all right.
Oh, he's not human. I tell you, he loved every second of it.
What happened to your arm?
He broke it.
Looks like you're more than even now. His was sliced off.
Ha, you're a funny man. So the DARPA chief, is he okay?
Nah.
What? Can't be. No, that's not what you promised, Jim. Now you want to shut me up? Oh.
Calm down. What's wrong with you? I just told you I was here to save you. I didn't kill the DARPA chief. He had a heart attack or something.
A heart attack? Oh, don't be a fool.
Anyway, the terrorists have both codes now.
Those boys are totally insane. They wouldn't hesitate to launch.
I agree, but what do they really want?
Oh, who knows? Maybe they're like us in the arms industry, always looking forward to the next good war.
Well, I'm not gonna let these maniacs start a war today. You still have the card keys?
Card keys?
To override the detonation code. I heard you had them.
No, not anymore.
What? Who does then? Not the terrorists.
No, that woman.
Woman? Who?
A soldier that was thrown in prison along with me.
A female soldier. It must be...
Same one from
She
before.
said she had just joined up as a new recruit. They threw her in prison because she refused to take part in the rebellion.
A new recruit? Could that be the colonel's niece?
That would explain a lot.
I gave her the key. Looks like she managed to break out of here, though. I hope she's okay.
I'm sure she is. She's green, but as tough as they come. But how did you know she escaped?
I was in contact with her by codec. Until I was tied up here, that is.
Codec?
Yes, she stole it from the guard. If she still has it, you should be able to contact her.
I'm sure she still has it. What frequency was she at?
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you, it's... Oh, sorry. I forgot.
Damn!
Oh, that's right. It should be on the back of the CD case. Try to contact her.
I'll contact her right away. But tell me, if this doesn't work, is there some other way to prevent the missile launch?
You need to find Hal Emmerich, one of my employees.
Who's that?
The team leader of the Metal Gear Rex project. A genius at engineering, but a little bit of an oddball. If there's anyone who can figure out how to stop Metal Gear from launching, it's him.
What if he can't come up with anything?
You'll have to destroy it. Emmerich knows how to destroy Metal Gear.
Where is this Emmerich?
Well, he's probably being held somewhere in the nuclear warhead storage building. It's north from here. That's where he worked.
I understand, but why Metal Gear? The nuclear age ended with the turn of the millennium.
Oh, you're wrong. The threat of nuclear war isn't gone. In fact, it's greater than it's ever been. The amount of spent nuclear fuel and plutonium is increasing even today. Listen, have you ever seen a warehouse full of nuclear material?
No.
Drums and drums of nuclear waste stacked this high, as far as you can see. because there's still no real way to dispose of the stuff.
So they just close the lid and try to pretend like it'll go away?
Essentially, yes. And they're not even doing a good job of storing it. Many of the drums are corroded, with nuclear waste seeping out of them.
Unbelievable.
Not only that, but several pounds of muff are reported every year.
Muff?
It stands for material unaccounted for. It proves that there's a large and well-organized black market in nuclear materials. Furthermore, since the end of the Cold War, Russian nuclear engineers in particular are out of work with no way to turn. In other words, there's plenty of available nuclear material and scientists for making a bomb. We live in an age when any small country can have a nuclear weapons program.
What about the other superpowers?
Russia and China still maintain a significant nuclear presence. Complete nuclear disarmament is an impossibility. To maintain our own policy of deterrence, we need a weapon of overwhelming power.
You mean Metal Gear?
Yes. You know our industry suffered quite a blow as a result of the cuts in military budgets due to this so-called peace.
I remember hearing a lot about mergers and takeovers among the big weapons makers.
Yes, and after my company lost their bid to produce the Air Force's next line of fighter jet, the Metal Gear system was our last ace in the hole. That's why we pushed to have Metal Gear developed as a black project.
Black project?
Secret projects paid for by the Pentagon's black budget. You can avoid a lot of red tape and get a great lead time on your weapons production. And no one can bother you. Not even those bleeding heart liberals on the Military Oversight Committee.
And that kind of secrecy is exactly what gets you in trouble.
I prefer to think of it as good business. Anyway, Metal Gear was going to be formally adopted after the results of this exercise were analyzed.
I don't give a crap about you and your company.
Yes, that's about what I'd expect from a grunt like you. Here, this is what you came for, right?
What's that?
An optical disc. It's all here. The main hard drive was destroyed by gunfire. This is the only remaining copy of the data.
What kind of data?
All the data collected from this exercise. Don't play dumb. I know you were sent to get this. I hid it from that sadistic maniac while he was torturing me. They don't know this disc exists. Make sure you report this to Jim. To your boss. I'll give you my card, too. It'll open up all security level 2 doors.
Can you walk?
No. No, you go on without me. They got my password. They don't want anything else from me.
I have one more question. Who or what was that ninja thing? It looked like you knew something.
That ninja? That was Foxhound's dark little secret.
Dark little secret?
An experimental genome soldier.
You know him?
You should ask Dr. Naomi Hunter from Foxhound. She knows better than I.
Naomi?
You've got to stop them. If it goes public, my company and I are finished.
What? Doesn't Metal Gear use currently existing technology?
Metal Gear itself does, but...
And now he's gonna die too.
Did you do to me? Oh, no. Oh, no, it can't be. Those Pentagon bastards. So, they actually went and did it.
What are you talking about?
They're just using you for...
Yeah, we were getting played from the word go. That was pretty obvious.
What the hell?
Or a scapegoat, probably.
Colonel, are you listening? Now he's dead too.
I have no idea.
Don't lie to me.
It looked like another heart attack, but...
Some kind of poison?
Well, there are lots of drugs that can cause a heart attack in large doses. For example, potassium chloride or dioxides, but we won't be able to tell without doing an autopsy.
Damn!
Snake, I want you and Meryl to work together.
Can I trust her?
More than you can trust me. Get in contact with her.
That's a concerning turn of
There's
phrase.
a lot of electrical interference coming from there. It should be okay if you do burst transmission like us, but normal transmission is probably impossible. Try moving away from that area.
Snake, get a hold of yourself.
Naomi, what the hell was that ninja thing? A member of Foxhound?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, we have no one like that in our unit.
Is that right?
Snake, I'm counting on you.
A lot of people lying here. Oh neat, we got a health extension. Not sure why, but we did. That door still says fuck you. Okay. Guess we're going back out the way we came in, through the hole I blew. I probably need to get out of the area that says jamming before I can actually properly contact Meryl. Which I think I have the code. I don't happen to have the jewel case nearby, so I looked it up while the cutscenes were playing. As long as this one's correct, this should be the right answer.
Who are you?
There we go.
I was really impressed with the way you busted yourself out of there.
The one from the prison?
You're the Colonel's niece, Meryl, right?
No, it's not him. Just exactly who are you?
I'm the fool that your uncle sent all alone into the middle of this whole mess.
You came by yourself? You think you're some kind of one-man army?
I don't need lectures. You're just like your uncle, you know?
How do you know my uncle?
We go way back.
What's your name?
My name's not important.
Aha. Could you be Snake? Are you Solid Snake?
God
That's
damn
what
it.
some people call me.
The legendary Solid Snake? You? Sorry about before. I wasn't sure if you were one of the good guys.
But I knew you were.
How?
It's your eyes.
My eyes?
They're not soldiers' eyes.
And they're rookie's eyes, right?
No, they're beautiful, compassionate eyes.
Oh, just what I'd expect from the legendary Solid Snake. You trying to sweep me off my feet?
Don't worry, you'll land back on them once you meet me. The reality is no match for the legend, I'm afraid.
Oh, I don't believe that.
Why did you look so surprised when you saw my face?
Because you look just like him.
You mean the terrorist leader, Liquid Snake?
Yeah, you know him? You're not brothers, are you?
I have no family.
So what's the deal then?
Who knows? Why don't you ask him?
Complicated.
But first I want some information. You were involved in this exercise from the beginning. What exactly happened here?
I'm sorry. I was captured along with President Baker right after the terrorist attack.
That's okay. But what is this place? I don't think it's just a nuclear weapons disposal facility.
Boy, oh boy, it's just like them. Nobody told you anything, did they? Okay, you see, this place isn't really for disposing nuclear weapons. This base is owned and operated by a dummy corporation of arms tech.
This is a civilian base?
Right, for the development of Metal Gear.
Colonel.
Foxhound and the Next Generation Special Forces were called here for the test launching of a dummy nuclear warhead.
Why Foxhound?
Because they're a special ops group used to handling top secret missions. They figured they could help keep it all hush-hush.
But we must have fired nuclear warheads before. Why just this time?
I heard it was because this was to be a final test before the formal adoption of the Metal Gear program. Well, that's what I heard anyway.
Sounds kind of fishy. So what do you think the terrorists want?
Sorry. I'm not sure. I was captured with President Baker right after the revolt started.
Oh yeah, that's when he gave you the detonation code override keys, right?
That's right.
Amazing you were able to keep them hidden from the guards.
Well, women have more hiding places than men. Anyway, you met Baker, huh? How's he holding up?
He's dead.
What?
Heart attack. Same as the DARPA chief.
The chief died from a heart attack too?
Yeah. Was either of them sick or anything?
No, not that I heard of.
Well, I don't believe in coincidences. Something funny's going on.
Sounds like it, but I have no idea what.
Me neither. Yet. Do you know the person person who designed Metal Gear?
You mean Dr. Emmerich?
Yes. Is he still alive?
Probably. He should be in the research lab in the second floor basement of the nuclear warhead storage building to the north.
Second floor basement?
Yeah, that's where his lab is. I think they're forcing him to work on the nuclear launching program.
So
Makes
they'll need
sense.
him alive until that's done anyway.
Then we better do something before he finishes.
You're right. In case we can't override the detonation code in time, I need to ask him how to destroy Metal Gear.
You plan to take that thing on by yourself, Snake?
It won't be the first time.
Ah.
What's the best way to get to the building where the doctor is being held?
There's a cargo door on the first floor of this building that leads to the north.
What's the security level of the door there?
5. But it's okay. I've got a level 5 card.
Well, I've got to go save the doctor. You should go.
I'm going with you.
No way. You're still too green. I want you to hide somewhere.
I'm not green.
Oh, yes, you are.
You look very green right now.
You pause for just 1 second in front of your enemy and it's all over. Good luck doesn't last forever.
I don't know what happened. I just couldn't pull the trigger right away. I never had any problems in training, but when I thought about my bullets tearing through those soldiers' bodies, I hesitated.
Shooting at targets and shooting at living, breathing people are different.
Ever since I was a little girl, I always dreamed about being a soldier. Every day of my life, I've trained my mind and body for the one day when I could finally see some real action. And now...
So what now? You want to quit?
I can't quit. I can't allow myself to quit now.
Listen, Meryl. Everybody feels sick the first time they kill someone. Unfortunately, killing is one of those things that gets easier the more you do it. In a war, all of mankind's worst emotions, worst traits come out. It's easy to forget what a sin is in the middle of a battlefield.
But this isn't a war. It's a terrorist action.
You're just a little jumpy from the combat high. The adrenaline in your bloodstream is starting to thin out. Just take it easy.
But I learned all about combat high at the academy.
We'll talk about it later.
Learning and
For
feeling
now,
are different.
Just think about keeping yourself alive.
If I get out of here alive, I'll think about that other stuff.
Okay, let me try to say this another way. Stay the hell out of my way.
You're a real bastard. Just like my uncle said.
Huh, I told you. The real me is no match for the legend.
It looks like you were right. Okay, Snake. I'll be a good girl.
We'll link up after I grab the doctor. Then we'll take care of the detonation code override.
Gotcha. But listen, I know this area better than you. Call me if you have any questions.
Be careful, okay?
After I open up the cargo door, I'll contact you.
Nothing can possibly go wrong with this plan. She's not liable to get herself caught or in trouble or anything, no. Of course that was a trap. Why wouldn't it be a trap? Never gonna catch me, forget about it. Worth it. I don't have any rations left, which is unfortunate, but these guys will fuck off and I'll be able to go get some rations, hopefully. But it looks like they're going to keep looking around for a bit, which is unfortunate. Well, unfortunate for them anyway. Didn't you guys ever learn to watch your buddy's back? Now, maybe it's just me, but when you've got an infiltrator on the loose, you would think you'd watch each other's backs rather than splitting up and looking for clues. how did that set off the alarm? What? I disagree. What? How? Why? Where? Whatever, fuck you. So, how did he manage to set the alarm off while being choked? Now I'm gonna have to trigger that whole goddamn conversation again. It's already in memory, so maybe I don't have to. Trigger it again just to be safe.
Who are you?
Oh yeah, I do have to.
Really impressed with the way you...
Blah 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 blah. Face reveal. Blah 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 blah. Blah blah blah. You're a rookie. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Foxhound. Blah blah blah. Just give me the key. No. Ha 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 ha. We will keep talking. Ha ha ha. Goodbye. Also, I only just now realized there's guys wandering around in here now. So now that I know these lasers exist, how do I bypass these lasers? I assume the cigarettes work as they've done in other games, where you can use them to see the lasers. So we already see them. I guess that doesn't matter. Ah, having them equipped lets me see them. Looks like we can go under them. Oh, now we've got a bigger, better gun in case shit goes sideways. Of course, the whole time we've got the cigarettes equipped, he's taking health damage. As anyone who smokes would. Da, 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 da. Freeze! Oh, for fuck's sake, game. Just once. Just once, I'd love for that to work correctly. I am so glad they're terrible shots. Wait, you can't hit a guy who's laying on the ground, but you can hit a guy that's running away from you. These guards. These fucking guards. And I know, it's my instinct to kill that's instantly getting me in trouble, and I'm aware of it. But I'm gonna keep doing it anyway. I'm not gonna promise to learn anything in this particular instance. It's a bad reflex, I know. Maybe I'll just call Meryl after I get out of here, instead of calling her in here every time. Fine, I'll behave myself. I won't run up and snap a man's neck, no matter how much I want to. Especially since this pattern is really easy. Pay no attention to the bing of the elevator, boys. Everything's fine. No one has snuck past you to get on the elevator. Nope. Nobody go check. Just trust me when I say everything's fine. I don't think there's any other doors to check on this floor. I think I do have to go all the way back up. And now that we've triggered a different floor, let's go ahead and talk to Meryl. Let that scene play out again.
Who are you?
I was really impressed.
As I skip through it. This is the third time we've had this conversation, blah blah. I'm nowhere near as impressed with your face anymore, blah blah. Blah 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 blah. They just keep on talking. Thankfully, even without reading it, you can get an idea where in the conversation it is, and whether they laugh at all at any point. Now just imagine if this game never checkpointed or anything and it had to rely on the saves from the codec call. How much of a nightmare that would be. I would have had to restart the game like 3 times by now. What now?
Snake, I unlocked the cargo door for you.
Thanks. Where are you?
Where I can see ya.
Don't move around too much.
Don't worry, I'm disguised in this enemy uniform.
You won't be for long with the way you walk.
What does that mean?
Nothing.
Listen, Snake, the cargo door is like an airlock. It's equipped with infrared sensors. Be careful. If an intruder is sensed, gas is released.
Gas.
Okay, so we'll meet at the nuclear warhead storage building.
Wait, you said you'd stay put and be a good girl.
I changed my mind.
Don't get careless. That's when things always turn sour.
Can
Sorry,
confirm.
but this is the only way I can figure out whether or not I'm cut out to be a soldier. I gotta get my hands dirty.
These guys are professionals. You're gonna get yourself killed.
See you there.
There's a difference between being a soldier and being what Snake is, to be fair. Trying to copy him is just gonna get you in trouble. You are nowhere near trained enough to do that kind of shit yet. Where are the sensors?
Be careful, Snake. That airlock is set with infrared sensors.
We literally just
You
talked
can't
about
see them
this.
with your naked eyes, but there are infrared beams coming out of that wall. Touch any one of them, and the doors will seal off, and the place will be flooded with poison gas. Somehow you've got to get through without setting off those sensors.
Ah, they're moving. Okay. See any here? Ah, they are there. They just were up. Okay. I just gotta be careful not to die of smoking while I'm doing this. Okay, we're good. Just imagine if there was like one more fuck you laser unmarked, like right here, waiting for me to stand up into it. Wouldn't that be a hell of a thing? Also, why is the door over there level 5 and the door over here level 2? I have questions. I'm never gonna get answers to those questions. But I have questions. You would think that whole door set should have been level 5s. It must be an oversight.
Snake, be careful. There are claymore mines around there. Use a mine detector.
Who are you?
Just call me Deep Throat.
Deep Throat.
That's a name that doesn't age well.
From the Watergate scandal?
Never mind about that.
You're not using burst transmission. Are you nearby?
Listen, there's a tank in front of your position waiting to ambush you.
Who are you anyway?
One of your fans.
This voice sounds familiar. I wonder why. Also, you say use a mine detector. We don't have one. So that might be a problem. I'm just going to assume that there's no mines out on this far, far edge, and we're just going to play it by ear that way. As Snake gets teleported to the middle of the room.
This is Raven's territory.
Of course it's Vulcan Raven. Hey, big guy.
Snakes don't belong in Alaska. I will not let you pass. Send him a message.
It's one way to make a point. I once again wish I had that agility in actual gameplay.
That's right. You belong on the ground. You should crawl on the ground like the snake you are. Come, let's fight.
So I'm going to assume that those Claymore mines are still a concern. So we can't, like, get super close. But at the same time, I see boxes over there, so maybe we are meant to get there somehow. Is this a ration? It is. Okay. Yep. The mines are still a concern. Noted. Ow. Well, fuck you too, buddy. Okay. Now the question is, now that we're here, what the hell do we do about him? My first instinct's to throw grenades at him. Well, that almost worked. Well, that other grenade went to space, but that's okay. Ow. Help. I said help. My own grenades are a problem. I can't believe I got that close to him without it being a bigger problem than it ended up being. I also can't help but notice we can carry more shit now. I can't believe I got away with that. I'm disappointed that it didn't work, but I'm shocked as all anything that I got away with getting that. I'm not here. You don't see me. I'm not real. You're looking for some other snake. I heard the gun go off. I died, but he didn't point at me. I am confused. Yes, yes.
Snake.
Yes, I know, you're deep throat. Good for you. Eat this. So let's see. We can get away with hitting one mine right now, so we're gonna go ahead and keep that for the time being. I was about to say, I haven't seen Vulcan Raven trigger yet, so I'm gonna keep taking advantage of that. Except I'm gonna assume it's gonna put me behind that rock, yeah. So I lost the advantage I gained. Snake. Snake, please. I want to be able to look at him. Like, I'm assuming when he gets out, I can probably shoot him. There was mine there. Really love to know where this mine detector that I'm supposed to apparently have is. Okay, we closed the gap with full health this time, so there's that. I'm kind of confused why he's not using the cannon at this range. You would think he would just blast this whole thing I'm hiding behind into holy blue hell, and that would solve his problem of me existing. Gift for you. Of course, he fucking just drives off. Like, nope, fuck that. I know better. Goodbye. Snake, now is not the time to limp wrist these grenades, my dude. That was a good one. Let's go again. Let's go again. Uh-oh. Did that despawn my grenade? No, it just made it fly weird. It's me. Peekaboo. How? That's not how you play peekaboo. Oh, you know how to shoot low. I see. Understood. Where the hell is he going? He's just running off. Get back over here. You are not supposed to be over there, sir. You're gonna drive into the mines. Actually, you know what? Yeah, keep going. Go find the mines for me. You'll make a great mine detector. I see. He's making fun of me again. To be fair, in this situation, I'd make fun of me too. Yep. Because I threw away that nice clean win by throwing the grenade the wrong way when I had a nice clean shot at him. God damn it. Still, we got this now. We know exactly what to do, where to go, and how to make this happen. This fight's not bad. It's just a matter of getting Snake to throw the damn grenades where I want him to. Because it's looking like 2 well-thrown grenades are going to be the end of the fight. So you're telling me that I managed to avoid all of those mines completely by accident before, and that one specific spot is just littered with them? Understood. I'm just gonna stop picking up these calls. Taking the phone off the hook. The codec phone is now off the hook, boys. Leave me alone. Leave me the fuck alone. I've got work to do. Now that I know a mostly clear route to Vulcan Raven, we can go throw grenades at him and have fun. We will have a good war. That was not as good as the last one, but at least we hit him. Oh. The fuck? I'm getting real tired of him just driving off into the middle of bumblefuck nowhere in order to shoot the cannon at me. Why couldn't he be dumb like he was the first time and just drive in circles? That was a lot more fun. I know that's a stupid question, but I would like this to be true anyway. It's okay, I have a plan. It's a very bad idea, but it'll be fun, potentially, if I survive doing this. There's actually two plans. Part one of the plan is as soon as he stops shooting, charge! Well, that didn't work. I did not consider the concept that Snake was not going to throw those grenades as quickly as I could hit button to input for him to throw the grenades. Okay, seriously? Could you not camp me in the corner with the cannon shells there, buddy? It's a little unfair. You already have the advantage of having a tank, and I don't have a tank. Ow. That was a good one. Unfortunately, he knocked me over while I was holding a grenade, and I could not get out from under the tank fast enough to get away from my own grenade. I get the feeling we're gonna be here for a bit, just because the game's being a pain about how the tank works, and how the grenades throw. If he would just throw how he does it when I want, you know, when I manage to land it in there, if he would just overhand throw it like he's done a couple times consistently, I would have had those in there already, and this would have been over already. But for some reason, sometimes he just kind of baby throws them slightly, and I'm not sure why. But it's a real issue. I mean, I could try just shooting the gunner, but I get the feeling that's just gonna get me shot, and that's not really gonna help anybody. Oh, for fuck's sake. Don't you just love getting run over the second you go within a half a mile of a tank? I know I do. Yep. You know how I said this fight's not bad? I'm changing my mind. I'm beginning to change my mind. Because it was fun and interesting the way it was working initially. Now that he's being a pain in my ass, now it's a lot less fun. It also doesn't help that I keep getting teleported away from where I obviously was. And I could try shooting. Yeah, as expected, that did absolutely fuck all, because Snake doesn't understand aim slightly higher to hit the guy in the tank. I could try stun grenades. Or Snake's gonna send that to space. I don't know if that worked. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it didn't work. Yep, I have the distinct feeling that that did not work. I think he knows where I am. I don't know where I get that idea from, but I think he knows where I went. I just have a suspicion. Go, 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 go. Okay, that didn't hurt. That just knocked me over. Okay, seriously. What the fuck? Seriously, what are you supposed to do in that position? as soon as he starts hitting you with the shells, and you have no cover other than over here, you're hosed. But if you fight him out there, you have the mines to contend with, and you're screwed. I really don't understand what I'm supposed to do here, aside from land the grenades better. Like, I really don't see any way I can be clever about this, because he has command of this entire field. Oh, now he manages to magically wind a shot through all of that. And he doesn't trigger to use the machine gun. This guy's pissing me off. Snake, for the love of God. Throw better, please. See that throw? Do that again. See, now he's gonna drive off. And I'm gonna kill myself with my own grenade again. The thing is, I get the fact that this is meant to be an imbalanced fight from the word go, considering it's a man fighting a tank. But god damn it. Could they at least suffer from the fact that there are all of the mines over here, if they're gonna drive over here? One of these times, I would like to remember that that mine is there. Oh, and now you don't hit the cliff this time, huh? You just magically don't hit the cliff, even though it's the same spot. Like, I almost feel like I'm missing tools for this job. Because the pistol's useless. The FAMAS is kind of useless. The chaff grenades might disable the tank, but I doubt it. But that would be why they gave us the chaff grenades in this fight, I would assume. They expect you to use what they provide, presumably. Yeah, all that did was jam my own shit, which doesn't really seem like it's that helpful. Because the tank is still a tank. The electrics being off in a tank doesn't really make it not a tank. Nope, we're dead. Like, the thing is, this is exactly how attempting this would play out. But the problem is, I don't have any better ideas. The grenades clearly work. The problem is the throwing in this game is really funky. And then there's the fact that sometimes he'll make that shot and sometimes he won't. And I really don't have any means of countering that. It pretty much just comes down to whether I get hit or not. Because if I go that way, I get blasted. If I go to the right, I get blasted. If I go down the middle, I'm absolutely going to get blasted. I don't understand what the game is expecting me to do. Like, don't get me wrong, it's built to be a stealth game, but this does not seem like a fight stealth is relevant in. Because they have such a wide field of view where they are, no matter where I come out of, they can see me. So there's no way to really close the gap without them seeing me, realistically. They're not moving, so I'm assuming they don't know where I am. And we were hinted to crawl. Ah. I did not consider the concept that crawling would for some reason allow me to pick up the mines. Considering we don't have a mine detector. assume then that the logic is I'm trying to, but I'm having leg related issues. Bear with me. Problem is, he'll then drive all the way out into the middle of the fucking sticks somewhere over here and make this a huge pain in the ass. Because I have no idea where he actually is, because this radar doesn't cover a long enough range, and I can't exactly look around in this game. I get a basic idea based on where the rounds from the machine gun are hitting, but that's about the best I got. Can I throw over this? I could if Snake knew how to throw. Because he clearly has shown he can throw high enough to throw over that. But for some reason, I basically have to roll dice to see whether Snake throws more than a foot. Yeah, no, we're just getting run over again. Because this is fun, right? Getting run over by a tank? Oh, for fuck's sake, game. And now I'm out of grenades, which means I'm gonna have to run over here, which is gonna force me into a shitty position. That he's then gonna just drive away and start firing at me. Or somehow we got lucky and he didn't drive into the middle of the field and pelt me with cannon fire again. So that's interesting. That one's a good one. Of course, all the good throws are now landing up there while I'm waiting for the other guy to spawn. I am so mad. I am so fucking mad that that worked. Especially when that's exactly what I tried before. But I guess I wasn't standing in just the right spot where his AI breaks down and doesn't fucking understand how to handle it.
Well, boss, I hope you are happy. He got the card.
We'll play with him a little longer.
You would be wise not to underestimate him.
What did you think of him?
He is just as you said. In battle, he is as if possessed by a demon. Much like you, I would expect no less.
See? I told you so. But I will kill him.
So, General Ivan, I hear he took your hand as well as your dignity.
Watch your tongue, shaman.
In the language of the Sioux people, Sioux means snake. It is known as an animal to be feared.
Well, Snake is mine now. When I meet him next, I'll take special care of him. Not yet. Don't kill him yet.
He and I will meet again in battle.
Same prediction as always?
Yes, the raven on my head. It thirsts for his blood.
Okay, we magically gained health again. And our carrying capacity has increased again for the reasons. And I did not want to yell as much as I did during that fight, but at the same time, that really seemed like a fight that came down to happening to get into the spot that breaks his AI more than anything else. Okay, I'm gonna guess that that's a... yeah. It was because the card wasn't selected anymore, I think. Either that or I'm expected to crawl under this. It does look like it's slightly up. Yeah, that's the key. Okay.
Be careful. You absolutely must not use weapons in that area.
I've already programmed the nanomachine so that he won't be able to, Colonel.
What? What are you talking about?
Have you forgotten? That's where they keep the nuclear warheads. Can't you see them?
Yeah, there's lots of boxes piled up here, but are they all warheads?
Yes, they're all dismantled warheads.
They just leave them here? It's like President Baker said. Totally careless.
They're working on a limited budget. They try to put on a pretty face for the media, but this is the grim reality of it. Nastasha knows lots more about it than I do. Her frequency is 141.52.
All of the warheads in those boxes have had their detonation mechanisms removed, so there's no fear of them exploding. But if the warheads are broken, they might leak plutonium, and that would be a serious problem.
Snake, never use your weapon on that floor.
As you said, I physically can't because your goddamn nanomachines won't let me. I can throw chaff grenades and be annoying. About all I can do.
What was that noise?
You saw nothing. Of course, this metal grating is loud as hell to step on. Yeah, I was wondering if he was gonna see me standing there. Oh, and you gassed the place? You bastards. Also, I would like to point out that apparently them shooting in here isn't a problem. But me shooting? No, me shooting's a big problem. I'd love to know where the hell the logic for that comes from. Presumably want to get to those stairs. Okay, why do you wander over here? Why, pray tell, do you even show up over here? Oh, doesn't matter. This one's a guaranteed loss in here because of the oxygen thing immediately. Especially since when we went the other way, no one ever went over there. But the second we go over there, I sense people. I must go this way now. Fucking hell. Fuck it. Also, how is that for a hell of a thing? The fact that you can literally just blitz through and you're fine. But if you actually try to take it somewhat sneaky and sensible, you're gonna get screwed somehow. Oh, you're gonna walk past this box, aren't you? No, you're not. Huh. That's surprising. God damn it, Snake! Put him down and run. Elevator, please. Elevator, please. I would like to go to floor anywhere but here. I would like the record to state that I let go of the stick before I input grab. And yet, the grab went wrong anyway. So either there's like a little bit of stick drift at play here or something. You know, I feel bad doing this, but at the same time, your friends have annoyed me. So you will pay for their sins. Yep, that sure is a level 5 door. That's the elevator. Go in there. Can't go in there either. Oh. I'm so glad that floor anywhere but here also sucks. Let's try the bottom floor. Okay, we can use our weapons again. Not that I'm going to, because more often than not they get me in trouble anyway. Ow. Somehow my keycard got unselected. So maybe I could have accessed one of those other doors, and I'm just an idiot. Yeah, now we found something. Oh, I'm meant to go back upstairs, aren't I? Oh no, there's the electrical box over there.
Snake, watch out. That place is filled with gas. Also, the floor is electrified. First, destroy the high voltage switch. It's the switchboard on the northwest wall.
But how? I can't reach it.
Use a remote-controlled missile.
Who are you?
Just call me Deep Throat.
Deep Throat? The informant from the Watergate scandal?
Oh yeah, since we skipped the other dialogue.
You're not using burst transmission. Are you nearby? Who are you, anyway?
One of your fans.
Well, we don't have a remote-controlled missile, so let's go back to the floor that I left. Because I apparently at some point deselected my keycard and didn't notice. That's probably why I didn't get through any of those doors that I wanted to get through. I think it's because I keep habitually switching back to no item so I don't misuse something. And then I end up not being able to use the thing I need to use. I'm glad he didn't hear the beep beep of the door yelling at me. Yeah, I just want to be your friend. Hugs for you! And he's all hugged out now. There's the Nikita launcher. Uh-oh. More people wanted hugs. Thank you for choosing to not go the direction I was standing. And the game is once again chosen to piss me off. Ring around the rosy, ring around the rosy. Ow! He turned around. Now look here, you son of a bitch. That's a perfectly good desk you threw a bomb under. How the fuck did you know to look over here? What kind of sixth sense bullshit is that? He was unconscious when I ran over there. There's no way he would have had a reason to go looking in there immediately. Like, I get that it's old stealth AI, but Jesus Christ, the cheats. And of course, his position was where I was hiding. So that was another issue. Oh, and the door's locked now, huh? That would have been fine if it weren't for the fact that trying to use that gun in single fire is incredibly slow, because it keeps interpreting the input as if I'm trying to do full auto and getting confused. Remember when I said I was gonna regret this? I'm kinda getting there. Kinda getting there. I literally disposed of the guy that was in here for the purposes of not being constantly harassed, and instead they just send a new guy in here to piss me off. Making me wonder what the point to... What's the point to living? Just kill me. Snake's just over here doing a fucking happy dance behind him, and then he turns around like, the fuck are you doing? I would like to know the answer to that question, too. Yeah, he's just gonna walk right up to me. Oh, not again! Okay. Snake, please. Please aim at him. Snake, please. Does he just refuse to shoot a downed man? Is that the problem? Does he just have some weird fucking code of honor where he won't shoot a man who's down? Because maybe I'm stupid. But, I feel like the guy who's on the ground needs to be shot so that he does not get up. Considering he's just going to get up. Like, am I missing a control on this or something? No, he can rotate, and that seems to be about it. I can't first person. Yeah, no, he can't aim down. He just is incapable of aiming at the ground for some reason. So is there just nothing I can do about an enemy that's on the ground? Because I know in the other games, you can pick them up and shake them and things like that, but I cannot seem to figure out how to do that with this one. So I don't know if that's just something that came in later, or if I'm stupid, or what the problem is. I would also fully accept that I'm stupid. Considering I've had all these problems with this and I'm still going anyway. Just wanted to be able to check all these rooms in peace. It turns out that that was a waste of my time anyway. I hate everything. For reference, I was trying to stop crawling, but he didn't take the input until too late. Oh, of course the elevator's locked while on alert. Of course it is. Not that there was anywhere I could have really gone to get out of that alert at that point. This game would be so much better with slightly better controls. Case in point about slightly better controls, I wouldn't have gotten stuck on the side of that ledge trying to move in literally any direction. And once again, Snake did not stand up in time to do literally anything, because for some reason his knees are just the worst. And I can't even say it's a first game issue with the getting stuck to ledges thing, though. Because as I said before, I've gotten stuck to walls and such in even the newest ones. Because sometimes you just get up against it the wrong way and the game just refuses to acknowledge that anything different could happen. I just wanted to fulfill my frustration. And now I'm just going to get more frustrated. Fuck you. You don't see shit. No one's here. One of these days I'll learn. Cut my damn losses and leave. And I would be convinced Snake doesn't even have knees to begin with if it weren't for the fact that he very clearly can crouch. He just refuses to do it when it would be useful for him to do it. Oh, that suddenly starts going real fast. And, of course, it shows me on the map where I am and not where the missile is, so I can't tell where this needs to turn. Okay, I have more control over it than I initially thought, though. Fuck you. I'm gonna run out of air taking it this slow, though. They really made some choices designing this game. And some of it's definitely first game issues. But there are some things that don't get any better either. You really just have to whip this fucking thing and pray, don't you? Because if you take too long, the turrets shoot you. If you have to... I knew that was a risk. The thing is, if I let the rocket go too long, I was gonna run out of air instead. Is, you know, we clearly needed the air mechanic on top of this. That was so necessary. And people bitch about the oxygen in Metal Gear Survive, ignoring the fact that they've made plenty of questionable decisions like that across this series. This exact room being a perfect example. Where this whole oxygen situation is completely pointless. It literally just forces you to walk back out of the room every so often. And it accomplishes literally nothing else. Considering they already have the turrets to prevent me from sitting there steering the missile around to keep it from crashing into anything. And God forbid things be rendered in a way that I can tell what the height of things are, since apparently that monitor's high enough up to have the missile hit it. Even though it looks like it's a lot lower than it actually is. And yes, I'm getting nitpicky now. It's because I'm getting annoyed, and the more annoyed I get, the more nitpicky I'm gonna get. Because this is genuinely annoying. help a lot if this missile wouldn't just arbitrarily speed up whenever it's left for a second. Because it makes it really hard to maneuver it when it decides it just wants to go faster. Ignoring the directions of its controller, which is what it should be listening to. Sequences like this make me wonder how this game got sequels. Don't get me wrong, this is a neat idea. It's just not exactly pulled off in a way that feels good from where I'm sitting right now. And part of that's because I'm getting more and more annoyed because of things like the issue we're having with the Vulcan Raven fight, and then the issue where the guard kept catching me at just the wrong second. So, of course, grain of salt on how annoyed I am right now, but this is still kind of annoying, even under good circumstances. It's basically a memory puzzle shoved in here. Because you have to remember everything you possibly could run into on the way through there. And of course, the gas is still here. Haha! Everybody loves the gas room. Yay, gas room. And of course, this place is full of goddamn turrets and shit that are gonna be a problem too. As demonstrated there. Can't open that door. I'm gonna assume going in here is a terrible idea. But at the same time, there's things in here. I was kind of hoping one of those would have been, you know, a gas mask. But, clearly I chose poorly. Which is no surprise at the rate this is going. I may or may not be able to make it back out of here before I die. Snake. Snake, please. Now that's interesting, because I don't think I switched my items at any point that time. Oh wait, no, I did in order to use the ration. But of course it kept that information instead of switching it back to where it was, because since you're using it in the menu, there's no point for it to consume the information about where it was selected previously. But of course I should have assumed it was going to do that. There's the gas mask. I only had to lose all of the health I gained from that ration in order to get it. I'm probably gonna stop after this section because I can tell I'm getting more and more annoyed and I'm not gonna get any better at this point about it. And of course I can't use the gas mask and the card key at the same time because then the terrorists would win. This says level 3? It does. Well, that happened. Oh yeah, that definitely happened. Get the feeling Happy Sword Boy came through here.
It looks like they were cut by some type of blade.
Snake, I'm pretty obtuse, and you are sounding more obtuse than I am. And that's impressive. the fuck am I hearing? Yeah, it's the stealth suit guy again. What do you know? Just on a tear through this place. And I'm not gonna lie, it's really helpful how he's murdered everyone. This guy's still alive, apparently. But I cannot interact with him in any way, shape, or form, it seems. Well, good luck, buddy. Gonna assume that's the doctor I want to save, and he's possibly not long for this world.
Who are you?
Where is my friend?
What are you talking about? Oh, what next?
Snake.
You're that ninja.
I've been waiting for you, Snake.
Who are you?
Neither enemy nor friend. I am back from a world where such words are meaningless. I've removed all obstacles. Now you and I will battle to the death.
What do you want?
He already said what he wanted.
Time for this day. Now I want to enjoy the moment.
What's with these guys?
Good
Like
question.
one of my Japanese animes.
I've come from another
Well, I know who you
world
are
to
now.
battle with you.
What is it, revenge?
It is nothing so trivial as revenge. A fight to the death with you. Only in that can my soul find respite. I will kill you, or you will kill me. It makes no difference. Fine. He can watch from inside there.
I need that man. Keep your hands off him.
And... oh,
Make me feel it. Make me feel alive again.
can't use the Nikita. Yep, of course he can block those. That's why he got past all the guards. Well, when in doubt.
Snake, you can't defeat me with a weapon like that.
Ow. Nope, that didn't work. So stun grenades mean nothing to him. Okay, very good. Chaff grenade disabling electronics might work on his stealth, but that won't really help me against his speed. That said... oh, that is working. Well, bad news for you. You're dealing with this Solid Snake, not the old one. Get me! That didn't work, huh? Feel like that should've. Snake, please. Could you aim at the downed man, please? Hang on. My eye is itching like all hell. Hey, you know what? Here, enjoy this. Yeah, that didn't work at all either. Well, this is upsetting. that did, like, no damage to him, too. Well, that's just disappointing. Can certainly kick your ass with a weapon like that. That's right, get over here, nerd. Ow. Okay, the nerd comment was all uncalled for. Fair play. Damn it. How slow those go off is so bad.
Now, make me feel it. Make me feel alive again.
Cheap shot. You know, for a guy who complains about how I'm fighting, he really does love his cheap shots. Here, enjoy that. Really?
You can't defeat me.
Welcome to the Tedium Power Hour. Population this ninja boy over here. Maybe I'm supposed to, like, throw him or something. Though I'm getting FAMAS bullets, so maybe I was right the first time with shooting him. That did seem to do more damage than everything else I've used. Except for the fact that, you know, half the time while I'm waiting for the 3-hour long fucking timer on these grenades, he just kills me. I don't really have anything over here that would help at all. He's not using his stealth, so the thermal goggles are useless. Like, you would think in terms of giving him a real fight, fighting him with the CQC would make sense. I did not mean to throw another one. I meant to throw him, but I apparently can't throw him either, so that's also useless. That's probably gonna go off before the last one wore off. I know. I don't understand. The gun was pointed at him, he was clearly stunned, and the game just went, nah, doesn't count. Yeah, shooting him with the FAMAS really doesn't seem like it does that much better than just punching him. So I'm really not sure what the game's asking of me here. Like, I get what they were going for with the way these fights work, but at the same time, I'm not sure they really pulled it off. I feel like something went awry with these. Like, I don't mind having to fight at a disadvantage. Because we're clearly fighting at a fairly hefty disadvantage against this guy here. But I don't really have anything to even the odds even slightly, really, aside from those chaff grenades, and they're not doing a whole hell of a lot. All they're doing is stunning him for a second so I can get a swing at him. Like, the prompt of, "you can't defeat me with a weapon like that," implies to me that there's something else I should be using that would work better. But I don't know what the hell to use. Like, genuinely, punching him has been better than shooting him, and I really don't know how to feel about that. I think he doesn't know where I went. Now, if only Snake would do literally anything while crouching, that'd be grand. I don't think he knows where I went again. Nope, he figured it out. Thank you. I wanted you to break the glass. Where the fuck did he go? There he is. And, of course, the second I find him... Haha, I'm invincible. Haha. Which, that's a whole other problem. Why the hell... Why the hell does he have a invincibility while he's stunned? Moment. I really don't understand that at all. It makes me really question what the point of stunning him in the first place is.
Good. Now we can fight as warriors. Hand to hand.
Ah, okay. I guess I had to hit him while he wasn't stunned? Got your shins. So, you know, you could certainly say that you're relying on a weapon still with your goddamn super suit. Considering you can't handle being without electricity, you little bastard. Oh, come the fuck on now. All your ninja bullshit's no good against an expert in CQC. Get in the locker, nerd.
That's good, Snake. Hurry up and catch me.
Oh, now you're just cheating. See you. You really think you're just that sneaky, huh? See you. He's on the right. I heard him land over here somewhere. There he is.
Like old times. I've been waiting for this pain.
See, this fight's okay now that I understand it. It was giving me the wrong inputs a little bit. You've got some problems there, buddy.
That's it. I remember that punch.
is the problem is, it made it seem like I was supposed to use the chaff grenades to stun him, but then it proved out that the stuns from the chaff grenades were actually working against me in terms of winning this fight. Ooh, wow, he punches really hard. You got a good punch there, kid. You got some problems, buddy. You might want to get those worked on a bit. Yeah, sure, that's where I was. Yep. I was absolutely where that punch went. Like, I get he's got some ninja bullshit going on, but I disagree with the aura punch hitting me on the other side of the goddamn galaxy. Okay, we know what to do now. I need to hit him while he's running around, not stunned. Yeah, the game kinda was lying to me a bit. It's like, it told me the truth about the fact that I needed to hit him, but it lied to me about the fact that those chaff grenades were at all relevant. The chaff grenades were just a trap.
Now we can fight as warriors. Hand to hand. It is the basis of all combat. Only a fool trusts his life to a weapon.
Yeah, once we beat this guy, that's when I'll stop for the day. This way I don't have to relearn this fight. Yeah, you showed that wall. What do you got against all this electrical equipment in here, buddy? Ah. I really gotta stop talking shit. I get hit every time. Ow. Yep. And now this is gonna stop going well, because it's like, oh, you want to end the stream after this fight? Okay, we're gonna make this fight take another 3 hours then. Haha.
Now, make me feel it. Make me feel alive again.
You got some serious issues you need to work out. Yeah, no, this entire arena misleads you, considering they leave you all those items like you're supposed to use them.
Only a fool trusts his life to a weapon.
So I wonder, now that he's not using his sword, could I just shoot him in general and would it work? So he's a bit aggressive to really be trying that anymore. Though his own aggression kind of works against him, just like mine does. Okay, yeah, he notices the gun and he's like, nope, fuck that, you're cheating. Oh, now the aura of that actually hurts. Okay, sure. Ignoring the fact that I've been hit by the wave from that multiple other times where it did not damage me. Because it's important for it to kill me this time, it'll kill me. Design decisions certainly happened. The bright side, the frustration's cooling off because we're at least getting somewhere. The downside is I feel like we're gonna be here a while still.
Good. Now we can fight as warriors. Hand to hand. It is the basis of all Only a fool trusts his life to a weapon.
Sure thing, robot boy. I once again would like to know where all Snake's agility goes once we have control of him. His Snake has shown that he could do some jumps like that too, and yet we're not allowed to do that in any of these fights. Nope, you can't fool me. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. Yeet. Missed me. Missed me again. Snake. Snake, please. Okay, this is getting embarrassing now. Thank you. Jesus. Neither of us could land a hit for a solid minute there. Gee, I wonder where he could be hiding. Could it be over here? I knew the area. I left. Hear him. There he is.
Like old times. I've been waiting for this day.
You got some real stuff you should be working out rather than fighting me, buddy. Ow. Oh, now you start doing the teleport immediately, huh?
Hurt me more.
None of your 1-inch punch bullshit. Do you remember? Do-do-do-do-do. I assume I gotta get him like 2 more times before we win. Yeah, 1 more. Are you kidding me? There you go. You've been hurt more. Get the fuck out of here. Are you kidding me? I should have just fucking shot him. What idiot thought that was okay? Because you were already probably injured from the way the fight is to begin with. How is it fair to have him have this pulsing bubble of bullshit right at the end of the fight?
Now, make me feel it. Make me feel alive again.
Like, it's bad enough that he can just basically clip through me and do damage instead of me damaging him.
Good. Now we can fight as warriors. Hand to hand. It is the basis of all combat.
Snake, can you grow some longer arms or something? Or at least hit where it looks like you'll hit? Okay, seriously. Stop cheating! One of these times that my fist has entered your spine, one of them should have made contact! Okay, seriously. This is getting old now. This fight should have been over already, but you had a goddamn bubble shield. Because you're cheating little shit. Can't stand losing. Bad enough you have to use a super suit in order to have a prayer in a fight.
Hurry up and catch me.
I didn't go in there this time. There he is. Found you. Somehow didn't hit you, but I found you.
Like old times. I've been waiting for this pain. Hurt me more.
As long as I'm not an idiot, this teleport phase is not actually that bad.
That's it. I remember that punch.
So I basically need to not play his game. Because if I play his game, he wins. Because I'll punch, he'll teleport away and punch me in the goddamn ass.
The clashing of bone and sinew. That's good, Snake. Hurt me more.
Yep, and the scream auto kills me. Hooray! You seem to need to have a certain amount of health left by the time you get to that part, or you just lose. And the thing is, unless he catches me with those crazy jump kicks, he really doesn't do any damage to me anymore. Because I've gotten this fight down pretty good. I just hate that end bit where he just does the bullshit bubble.
Now, make me feel it. Make me feel alive again. Good. Now we can fight as warriors. Hand to hand. It is the basis of all combat. Only a fool trusts his life to a weapon.
I got screwed by the game there because he was blocking the path, so Snake automatically went for the damn wall instead of going through the pathway to meet him. For fuck's sake, game. If he can flip himself around damn corners, I should be able to punch around a corner slightly at least. No, he's got crazy ninja bullshit. Yes, he does. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. What? You thought you were figuring this fight out? No, we're gonna just change all the rules because he can just fucking flip through any goddamn anything he pleases. Yes, I threw the fight at the end there because I knew at that point it was over, because when I get to the bubble phase, I just lose. I'm starting to regret not just ending stream now instead of choosing to push on to try to beat this guy. I'm starting to have regrets. More so than I already did.
Make me feel alive again. That's good, Snake. Good. Now we can fight as warriors. Hand to hand. It is the basis of all combat. Only a fool trusts his life to a weapon.
You know, it would help if you listened to directions at all, Snake.
Snake! What happened? Snake! Snake!
Now, make me feel it. Make me feel alive again. Good. Now we can fight as warriors. Hand to hand. It is the basis of all combat. Only a fool trusts his life to a weapon.
I'm gonna be stuck hearing this voice line in my head for the rest of eternity now. Yes, clearly I wanted to cling to that wall instead of punching the man who was trying to kill me. No, I suppose more accurately, he's trying to be killed by me. Judging from the way he's been reacting to everything. Oh, for fuck's sake. You know, if you want to be hurt so bad, how about you stand still and take a punch, you goddamn little bitch? For fuck's sake. And the way he can just keep spamming the jump really is not fair to the player either, because you have to close the distance. And more often than not, if you're trying to close the distance, he's just gonna kickflip a second time right out of the first one. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that he can't keep doing that. I'm just saying it makes this fight take exponentially longer. Kind of like how when Snake doesn't listen to me when I tell him to turn to punch the man, and instead just punches the air near the man.
Hurry up and catch me.
See, I disagree in his favor that time. He was behind me and I punched him. This game has some problems. Kind of like this guy does. He's got some problems all his own. If I keep him contained in here, this might be a little easier for me. But it'll also be a little harder to dodge his return. Especially when, for some reason, I press the button twice and Snake punches 3 times. Listen to directions, you stupid bastard. We had this under control, and I ended up with 1 too many punches, and now I've thrown it all away again. So I'm just getting really impatient with this fight because we've now had to do this 1,000 times. In spite of knowing exactly what to do. Yeah, you get that chair. Okay, I can avoid that. It's just really tricky to avoid it when that happens. Got it. How many times do I have to hit you when you're freaking out? I tried to turn back because I knew it was gonna pop again, but I could not get Snake to take input well enough. God damn it, man. Just turn when I say fucking turn. That's such a hard concept. I say left, you turn left. I say right, you turn right. Not, I say left, you say what?
Now, make me feel it. Make me feel alive again.
Fuck you and your sword.
Good. Now we can fight as warriors. Hand to hand. It is the basis of all combat. Only a fool trusts his life to a weapon.
Oh, of course that counted. Of course it did. Just wanted to get the ration, so I had it ready for when he went bullshit mode, and instead I'm gonna have to use it again now. His all modes for him are bullshit mode. 'Cause there's genuinely no avoiding him if he's lined up with you when he tries to do the kick, because going up half the time won't work. Going horizontal, of course, won't work, because he's gonna outpace you. It's almost like you have to just get lucky and punch him out of the air when he tries to kick. And that somehow is more consistent in stopping him than fucking dodging it is. And then there's the fact that sometimes he's just untouchable, for reasons. Okay, yeah, we're done. I'm not going to continue doing this because I'm getting on tilt enough that I'm going to be impatient and I'm going to keep screwing this up more and more. So, I am again wondering how this game got such a long-running series attached to it. Like, it clearly got better. I'm not saying it didn't get better. But there were some fucking choices made in this one. But this also does tell me why, like in the HD collection, for example, it goes 2, 3, Peace Walker, and doesn't touch this one. Did this one ever really get a remake? I don't think it did. I think this one's just always been off on its own. As far as that goes. I'm gonna do a quick check, see if there's anything particularly interesting going on. And then we'll probably go with one of my available options. I apologize for getting as aggravated as I did, but I think we can agree that some of that was pretty nonsensical that happened. Considering I literally would punch where he is and hit nothing. He would flip through me. Like that there was a lot going wrong in that fight. Which made little to no sense. The actual main gameplay is absolutely fine. I have questions for those who designed the boss fights is more the issue than anything. And I've seen that kind of questioning pop up for a lot of people. So I get the feeling that that's just kind of a universal issue. You either know the way to beat those fights or you get really annoyed at those fights. Tend to be the two things I've ever seen for them. And even if you know the way to beat those fights, sometimes you get annoyed at them anyway. But of course, as always, thank you for putting up with this. For apparently, we went for 6 hours today. I mean, a couple hours of that was, of course, Nano Breaker, because I was trying to avoid getting into the condition I'm in now dealing with this. I was trying to avert the bloodlust, but you know, it is what it is. Tomorrow back to Dragon Quarter. Monday, I have a couple ideas. As I said before, I'm debating doing System Shock 2. I may or may not do that. I have a couple other things in mind as well for that. And of course, there's a game to finish, because I forgot to finish Vampire Hunter D, so I'm going to finish that before I do anything else on Monday. I think that about covers it. But I'm going to go ahead and send it over to Miscellaneous again, because she's doing a special stream where she's got incredibly cheap crowd control stuff going on while she's playing a horrendous seed of Majora's Mask. So that should be a good laugh, and I may as well pass you guys on to somebody else who's going to be very frustrated. But, yeah, I think that covers everything I was going to say. I also don't know if Friday's going to work out this week either. We'll figure that out as we go. I can't really give great information on that considering the current situation. But yeah, off you go. Shoo shoo. I will see you all tomorrow, hopefully.
You need more money, though.
More come, yes? Dragamon! Thank you so much for the